Now, there was another interesting item that also kind of happened around late in December.
Yeah.
That involves one of your favorite properties.
And a company that I have a lot of faith in as well.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah, so there was a big interview with Wizards of the Coast, a new designer. Not designer, like head of all the games and stuff. And he announced, it's not official, it said in the article, but to me, I mean, he said it.
was kind of like he was like, here's a thing that we haven't announced yet.
Yeah, but it's a Transformers card game. This would actually use 2 different decks, he said. One would be Heroes, and the other said Power-Ups and stuff.
And to be clear, 2 different decks for each player at a time.
And I believe he said the cards are double-sided. Because, I mean, you have to be able to go from vehicle to person. I mean, and that's just the 2. I mean, there are plenty of guys who go have, like, at least 3 different forms, so God knows how that's going to work. But, I mean, I love the Transformers, and I think that's one of the properties I've always been saying I want into a game.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. This is a CCG, so little disappointment there. And what's interesting, though, is part of this Transformers thing is that he calls his new program, I forget the guy's name off the top of my head, but he calls it Castles and Boats.
Right, I saw this quote.
Magic the Gathering and D&D are their castles. They're big properties. They know that they're great. They're going to put a lot of resources to make sure they stay fortified. Transformers, he calls it, was a boat. It's something they send out, they see how it floats, and how it goes.
It also sounded, I kind of read it as maybe the castles are sort of set in the ground and can't be changed as much, whereas Transformers, they have a little more freedom maybe to
I think so, but that's probably because it's new. I think almost it's...
Yeah,
but
maybe they can like plan not to have to, ban 800 cards a year at the start.
Oh, do not get Magic players getting started on talking about bans.
I already did.
But, so I'm a little disappointed there. I understand where he's coming from, and they're testing the waters, but you have to understand, you sort of ruined the CCG market. I mean, we've said this 100 times.
As well as created it.
Right. You're too good at it. But I'm hoping that at the very least they're willing to give, assuming this means they have the right to Transformers, that you're going to give it some room to grow and possibly maybe into other forms. Maybe you'll switch from the CCG like Dice Masters into an LCG style.
Well, it's very interesting because now Wizards of the Coast, what else, did they do that Harry Potter card game that was around for a couple of years?
I remember a long time, I assume.
Because it's, it seems like really for the longest time they have Magic. They don't need another CCG.
Right.
So it's very interesting that they would decide to go all in on Transformers, which at the end of the day, really almost, there's a big risk of cannibalizing their own sales. And managing both of those properties under the same roof is going to be complicated. But it sounds like they had some interesting, the double-sided thing, the 2 decks, it sounds different.
It's definitely different, and I think that will help stand out. And it says it's aiming towards collectors, which is a very scary thing.
I actually there's a quote, he said, aimed both at young teens and the collector and toy audience. And then I was like, is that different from Magic? Is that not also aimed at young teens and collector and toy audience?
I think a little bit. The difference is Magic is also aimed, I don't mean more or less, but at the pro, like literally the game. This feels like it's a collectible that has a game attached to it. It sounds like, which I'm worried about too.
Yeah, interesting.
Because I mean, I am part of the second group. Unfortunately, I have passed out of the first one. But I've got a lot of toys, and they do come with these little cardboard cards, which are sort of cool, mostly for the artwork, because it's really nice to see some of the artwork of the characters. But I'm like, get them in random packs now? Do I have to now see singles of my favorite guys and who just happen to be up in price because they're the more popular ones?
Yeah. He also said that the cards would be bigger than a normal trading card. So
Tarot cards?
I don't know if that means more expensive too, or you're going to get fewer cards per pack. Or maybe they're Wizards of the Coast, so they just eat those costs. I don't know how much bigger. But he said oversized. Interesting. But that is going to be coming out in the fall of this year. And it is a big deal. It's a brand new CCG from Wizards of the Coast. That's a big deal.
I won't lie. Even though I've used the word worried and disappointed a lot, I'm going to buy it. At least, because I assume they have a starter set.
Yeah, at least you got to jump in on that.
Yeah, and I want to see how it goes. Because I did love, there was a I remember I played a while. There's a Transformer app that uses card games. I'm betting actually, if I were to boot up that app and look at the artwork, it's going to be the same artwork brought over. But I mean, we'll see. And I did enjoy it for a bit, but then obviously it's a free-to-play app. You know that hits the paywall.
Right, right.
So I mean, we'll see what this brings.
Yeah,
But
see if they do
something besides the CCG with this.
a
I mean, you
Michael
can do
Bay
both.
expansion.
I'm fine. No. That's fine if there's both in there.
Okay, yeah.
I'm okay with that.
They did show some of the art, which you can see behind us, which does look pretty nice. So yeah, again, October, we'll see. Transformers CCG, your mileage may vary. Mileage, because they turn into cars. Funny. If you enjoyed this video, it was just a snippet of our full-length podcast, which you can find on our YouTube channel every week. So please go ahead, like, and subscribe for more board game-related content coming at you in the future.
And don't forget to check out rollforcrit.com, where we actually sell a lot of the games we talked about, as well as post news and all our other videos. Until then, I'm Will Keeler.
I'm Jonathan Estes, and this is Roll for Crit.